has pronounced on it, and when are we going to move on? And although the people of this country, I have seen that the Bechara factor works very well. People do give you sympathy and emotion and do support you if they feel that your back is to the wall, but they do want somebody who will be there, who's a fighter, you know. And if you're constantly saying that, you know, हमारे तो औजार ही खराब है, मैं बैट लेके मैं घर जा रहा हूँ because you gave me out, that doesn't work then beyond a point. And they say, okay, you sit in one corner and we will give the vote to
Then there should be election denial with Jharkhand also. If the Congress is in denial or the India Alliance is in denial with Maharashtra, they should deny the Jharkhand elections also.
Yeah, I think this rhetoric is fine, but the Congress needs, they had a momentum after the Lok Sabha election. They had made some gains. We had a Rahul Gandhi who had come with more gusto, and people rightly so said, let's see some more data points. And the data points were this: Haryana, Maharashtra and Jharkhand. They won Jharkhand, fine. But at the same time, Maharashtra is 3 times bigger, far more prominent, far more important to national politics. And they really need to sit down and figure out. On the exit polls day also, Rahul, I told you, Maharashtra has too many parties. Right. 6 parties. People have voted for something that seems a little stable. It doesn't look like the other grouping could have put it all together. And it could be as simple as that, and not the EVMs. It could be something that you were not doing right, and you did it right in Jharkhand. So we are not against you.
I mean, you didn't have a positive agenda. You constantly blathered on and on about the deficiencies and the divisions, and you played a divisive hand. Yeah. Look at the BJP's rainbow coalition in Maharashtra.
And there is no wave. There is no wave for Rahul or Congress. There are some maybe issues with the BJP. People are willing to.
And correct me if I'm wrong, Zach. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Farmer.
In Haryana, the Jats and the other OBCs voted for the dominant party, the BJP. In Maharashtra, the Marathas and the OBCs seem to be voting for.
This whole thing about farmer distress, since Nistula asked, there are about 58 constituencies, 37 NDA, only 21 to the India Alliance.
So when this soya-bean bonus was announced, I spoke to some backroom people of the Congress, and they kept saying that, you know, we wanted this announcement to come a little early on in the campaign, so that at least people would get to know that this is what our promise is. They announced it like some 3-4 days before polling day. So how does that help?
Of the 37, BJP is leading in 22.
Wow. NDA just 3 short of 200 now. NDA 3 short of 200, BJP at 110. News from UP Bypolls, BJP has surged to a lead in Moradabad. That's supposed to be the SP bastion. It's Moradabad. I'm just going to check how many leads out of the 9, who's leading who. Is it 6-3 and 7-2? We'll get an update on that. In Palakkad, it's a very, very close fight. News is that the lead is only about 600 odd votes in Palakkad. Priyanka Gandhi Vadra surging ahead in Wayanad by a few lakh votes there. 7-2 in Uttar Pradesh. 7-2 for the NDA,
at
BJP plus.
3.75 lakhs. She needs to at least equal her brother.
That's a good point.
No, that's a good point. I mean, you know,
where have those votes gone?
Come on, where have those votes gone?
Rahul, comparison is a thief of joy.
Joy, you can feel joyful, but if you are not going to see.
Modi साहब जीते अपनी सीट वाराणसी with a reduced margin, तो आप लोगों ने उसको इतना बड़ा story बना दिया, front page news. अब मैं कह रहा हूँ कि प्रियंका गांधी, why hasn't she won as many votes as her brother? You are saying now.
No, wait till the end. But I'm saying, you know, I was saying something which is very fundamental. That you know, comparison is a thief of joy.
No, but what does this mean in Kerala? 1-1-1.
Yeah, let's also, you know, go to the other bypolls as well. Let's go to our reporters.
ये तो एकदम Chinese confusion.
Now you become like saying victory and defeat doesn't matter.
Shina NC is with us. Mumbai Devi. Shina NC first up. Maybe a little premature, but so far the trends indicate congratulations are in order for the NDA, for the Mahayuti in Maharashtra. As of now, 111 leads for the BJP. What's happening in Mumbai Devi? Since the start, we've been seeing that Amin Patel has been leading. You've been trailing in Mumbai Devi.
No, that is not factually correct. As we speak, let me please correct you, Anand, that that is not the case. I have been monitoring it completely. We are neck to neck in Mumbai Devi, and in Mumbai Devi, we will create history because it is a constituency that has 140,000 Muslims, 1 lakh Hindus, and the fact that the Ladki Behan Yojana of the Chief Minister has reached 40,000 homes of which 15,000 are Muslim women. I'm very, very confident that in the days to come, we will work collectively to ensure that this neglected constituency, where there has been no development and is probably
as per
the
EC
most
website right now,
backward.
Shaina ji, you are trailing by 800 votes, but the smile on your face and your glowing shows that
Because I know what
there is
is
some
going to-
other information that you have. So share it with us.
No, I know that the Muslim seats is where we are trailing, but where the Hindu seats are going to now be opened, I'm sure that we will make it. And we will make it because on ground, the popularity of the Chief Minister, Devendra Fadnavis and Ajit Pawar is known to me. I have been campaigning in this constituency for over a month. And as I said, 15 years, there has been no development. So I see the love and the encouragement that the people of Maharashtra and Mumbai and Mumbai are giving. And that is why I feel that this kind of a landslide victory for the Mahayuti only shows that the popularity of the Prime Minister, the work of all three on ground is something that we have to appreciate and encourage in the days to come as a role model to set for a Viksit Bharat and a Viksit Maharashtra.
So, Shaina NC, you're always shining and you're always smiling. There's no doubt about that. But I just want to ask you this. Many people said that this was one of those elections which was very tough to call. It was going into the wire. It was a, a sort of man-to-man, man-to-woman contest. What is transformed in the last 4 months, 5 months, that has made this a election really about one symbol, and that is the lotus?
I'll tell you what it is. Honestly, whatever I saw on ground is people are not interested in false narratives and just these unnecessary comments. Look at my election. It started by calling me imported mal, item, bakri, all these kind of adjectives. People are not interested in all of this. They want to know what work you have come to do and what is your vision plan. Today is the politics of performance, and the Honorable Prime Minister has proven that across the country, that if you perform, you will succeed. If you don't, you will perish. If you look at the kind of work style of Eknath Shinde, Devendra Fadnavis and Ajit Pawar, it has worked phenomenally well for the state for the past 2.5 years. Projects which were in the doldrums have all realized, whether it is a Jandhan, Mudra Banking, Ujjwala, all on ground, which is what has been done by the center. But if you look at the state, whether it's a Ladki Behna Yojana for this women, if it is an internship scheme or an apprenticeship scheme for the youngsters, whether it is pensions for the senior citizens, whether it's MSP and ensuring that, people have their livelihood intact. It has all been worked on very conscientiously. Now, if you look at the refinery, you look at the Dharavi project, the bullet trains, all the opposition has done is just stop.
If
That
these
is not
numbers
on.
hold,
We are
if these
here to deliver.
If these numbers hold, the BJP would have at least 20 more seats, if not more, 25 more seats than the NDA alliance combined, the Maha Vikas Aghadi combined. So will the kursi combo change, or will it be the same?
Anand, I'm not getting into any speculation here. I have come as a candidate. I'm very, very keen to work for my Mumbai city. And what the leadership decides, what the Mahayuti Netritva decides, is obviously something that we will all adhere to. But for those who are only sitting on commentary, my limited piece of advice is that we've spent the whole election only on false narratives and pseudo-secular vote bank politics. I think it's important for all of us to accept and understand that this government is here to stay, and this is not just a hat trick for Maharashtra. This is a hat trick which in the days to come will be a case study on good governance.
Well, all the best to you. Once
Thank
the
you.
results settle towards the evening, we look forward to you joining us, and then officially we'll congratulate you. All the best. All the best.
Thanks.
Now, Payal Mehta is with us. Yes, Payal, even as Prime Minister is going to be at the BJP headquarters at 6:30 p.m. this evening. Yes, Payal.
I'm joined by Madhavi Nayak, who is the State General Secretary. This election, Anand, has been largely about the contribution of women, and she's definitely wearing a very wide smile as well. Yes. Is this election which has been the Latki Behna versus all?
it is not only about Ladki Behna, but all the other schemes which were really in favor of the women here in Maharashtra. So Ladli Behna was just a cherry on the cake, you can say.
You know, not everybody gave you these kind of numbers that you really got. You know, as a person who's worked in the organization, as a person who's worked in the unit, were you guys confident, and what gave you that kind of confidence that you'll get these numbers?
See, basically we were very confident about it because as an organization we had a very collective and organized efforts. Besides that, we knew about the mandate and the confidence people had about BJP and the Mahayuti. So we were quite confident when we were working down, when we were in the people, we could get that positive vibe from the crowd itself. So that was enough for us to be confident.
You think that this was an election where you could actually tell?
Payal, continue the conversation. We'll
election
play it
like
out
where
later.
everybody wants
But
to know.
I'm going to pull away from you for now. There is this victory lap that's been planned for the at the BJP headquarters this evening. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be at the BJP headquarters at 6:30 p.m. So by 7, he should be there. Generally, there is a half-hour buffer that is given for the Karyakartas to assemble, and then the PM arrives. But big victory lap that will be planned. Will Jharkhand be forgotten, or will Maharashtra be the story? Zaka, how is it plotting right now in Maharashtra?
All right, so it's 288, all 288 seats are reporting. 197 is what the NDA is at, just 3 short of 200. 145, of course, is the halfway mark. If you were to break up how much the BJP has 111, the Shinde Sena has 48, and the NCP has 33. Remember, the BJP was fighting on 152 seats. 111 out of 152 is a strike rate in excess of 75%. Now, coming back to what Rahul Shivshankar was saying, in the Lok Sabha election, the BJP won 9 out of 28 that it fought at a strike rate of less than 30%. From 30%, they've gone to 75% in a matter of 4 or 5 months. Look at the regions. They've won in Vidarbha in a big way. In fact, the Congress, out of the 13 MPs that it had, 9 out of those 13 MPs were from Vidarbha. It is the BJP that is running away with the leads. In Marathwada, people were talking about Jarangi Patil, the Maratha quota and so on. Again, big wins for the BJP in Marathwada. Even in northern Maharashtra, where you have Nashik and, Nandurbar, that belt, the onion belt, there again, the BJP and the Shinde Sena running up significant numbers. And of course, in the urban pockets of Mumbai, Thane, Konkan, where the BJP and the Sena have traditionally done well, again, they've got massive leads in all of those regions. So the BJP doing well across the state. Just a quick check of where it all went wrong as far as the India Alliance is concerned. I'm just going to quickly go back to Maharashtra for the India Alliance. Just 82 right now. Where are those leads? The Congress has a bunch of seats in Vidarbha, but not anywhere close to what they had back in the Lok Sabha election. Much fewer seats for Sharad Chandra Pawar's NCP SP here in Western Maharashtra. Very few compared to what they had, even what they had 5 years ago. I think NCP had more than 50 5 years ago. The Sena UBT also significantly falling. They had 55 last time, down to just 29. And look at Mumbai. Mumbai, which used to be their stronghold, the city where they based their politics on, very few seats to the Sena UBT. Even the Congress, it contested 102 seats. 102 seats and just 25 leading, which means a strike rate of less than 25%. So clearly, things have gone badly for the India Alliance.
The Congress party is the weakest in that, it's the weakest link. 102 seats they were contesting, they're leading only in 25, and they have performed poorer and worse than the Shiv Sena UBT and the NCP SP. With respect to Uttar Pradesh, it is 7-2. Again, a big statement there. That will also be a narrative changer. Nalin Mehta, Rohit, if you look at this story, what is going to happen if you were to look ahead, not just into the crucial polls, municipal commission polls, etc. in Maharashtra, but also the winter session of Parliament. Rohit, Nalin, thereafter.
I think the municipal polls of Mumbai are very important. It's a 50,000 crore turnover organization, and it holds large area which is financial capital of the country. Very important for the BJP to kind of get its mayor elected. There's been a fight last few years between Shiv Sena and BJP, that is Uddhav Thackeray's party and BJP inside the Mumbai Municipal Corporation also. But remember, 25 or 24 other municipal corporations all over Maharashtra are going to polling next year, that is by April or so. And all over Maharashtra, these are the units that constitute the assembly segments or assembly constituencies finally. So BJP is going to keenly fight these elections, and they are going to have Eknath Shinde as their partner, that is for sure. Whether Ajit Pawar also participates at that level is a question that will be open, because there might be friendly fights in western Maharashtra or whatever. Overall in Maharashtra, I think we are going to have a BJP-led government. I can see that the Chief Minister's position will be held by the BJP for sure. And perhaps Eknath Shinde and Ajit Pawar will come as
200. 200. NDA hits the 200 mark. 288 leads. NDA hits the 200 mark. 200 par. 200 par. This is the number, the upward number that Pradeep Gupta of Access My India had predicted, that the NDA could touch 200. That's happened. He also said that the INDI alliance will get 53. They're already at 50. These numbers are oscillating a bit, so we have to keep watching these numbers. But this is 200 par for the NDA. Historic. Sanjay Raut said, how can they win 200? Is it possible? Although he said that Eknath Shinde is getting 60 seats, it's 48. Now, the Election Commission allowed Ladki Bahan rollout before poll dates. Congress is now saying, Ladki Bahan rollout you allowed, why did you do it? And they're blaming it. The EC allowed this money to be paid. Why were Maha polls announced so late? Many questions being asked by the Congress party now.
That is a valid criticism as far as the Maharashtra polls are concerned. Here is a party and a formation that is asking for one nation, one polls. And what you do is Haryana elections were held in October, and then after a month you were having elections in Maharashtra on account of what was the EC's logic. There were festival time. Festival times are there forever.
Rollout ho raha tha.
Precisely. No, I'm not talking about rollout. I'm talking about the timing part.
No, but the Ladki Bahan rollout in Maharashtra, but it was allowed in Jharkhand also.
You see, that is not a logic.
To say that, had these elections happened a month earlier, the results would have been different.
I'm not saying that.
I don't think there's any
I'm saying the Congress is questioning timing.
These are Supriya Shrinet who's raised these questions.
Yeah, this comes from that mindset that was prevalent before 2019 election, when in the budget the Prime Minister announced the great scheme where farmers were going to were given a DBT, if you remember.
2009 election.
2019.
The Kisan Samman Nidhi.
Yeah.
Kisan Samman Nidhi was given out, and many people said, oh, that made the fundamental difference between victory and loss, apart from Balakot and this, that, the other. So I'm just saying that this is routine. But the point is that in Jharkhand, the polls have taken place simultaneously with Maharashtra. There's also a rollout happening there. So I think this is a bit far-fetched.
No, the life of
well, we have Arunima with us from Jharkhand. Daniel Francis, political brand strategist, partner and advisor to the Shiv Sena Eknath Shinde campaign and communications, is also with us. Daniel, coming to you after we speak with our reporters. Yesha is from Thane. Yes, Arunima, how many rounds of counting? Why are there not major celebrations? Are people expecting some toss and turn or oscillation in the scores? 29-49 in favor of INDIA right now.
So they want to be absolutely certain. So at the CM residence, this is the residence of the Chief Minister. Hemant Soren is keeping a tab. Kalpana Soren, his wife, who's being given a lot of credit for JMM's turnaround. She herself is in a kind of a tough spot so she's stationing herself in Giridih, and that's why I think there is a wait and watch policy that has been adopted, because they want to ensure that Kalpana also comfortably sails through. Congress party, initially it was being speculated that they could be the weak link in this particular alliance. They had 18 the last time around. They are hovering around the 12-13 mark, so not too bad. And overall, JMM, Congress, RJD have pulled along. The entire alliance have been pulled along. We have been told by the Chief Minister's aides that he would want to be absolutely certain about the numbers before coming out and speaking to the supporters. So even at the Jharkhand Mukti Morcha office, there's not much halchal. Right. You see more people at the BJP office than at the JMM office. As far as rounds are concerned, Hatia, which is next door to Ranchi, that has the maximum number of rounds, more than 20. All the others are, the least is 13. So the average number of rounds will be 16 to 17. And I think we are now closer to the halfway mark for most of these seats. Most people here are now accepting that Jharkhand Mukti Morcha has managed to defeat anti-incumbency.
Well, it looks like it's a pro-incumbency mandate so far, although the numbers are oscillating 30 and 48 now. So from 29 to 49, 49-29, it's 48-30. BJP now moving away, thanks Arunima, moving away to, or pulling away towards Maharashtra. We'll try and see if we can get Mr. Pradeep Gupta to get a way in on this score of 199-200. It was 200, it's just become 199, but the numbers are unprecedented. The BJP's lead just went down one seat from 114 to 113. Yesha, will Eknath Shinde take this score of 48 out of 288? They were hoping to win 55, but right now it's 48. Will Eknath Shinde take it? Their score is 20 seats better than UBT.
So yes, as of now, when you speak of some seats, there are leads, but of course, the picture would only be clear later in the day. So yes, 48 to 50 is somewhere, of course, Eknath Shinde would take further. Of the 55, yes, possibly they wouldn't get all the 55, but yes, 48 to 50 is something that we see that they are confident about. But as of now, when you speak of the whole mood outside the residence of Chief Minister Eknath Shinde, we in fact show you what it looks like outside the bungalow of Chief Minister Eknath Shinde at Thane. In fact, late last night, he had stepped out from his residence, that is Varsha residence, official residence, which was in Malabar Hill, and he was here. And of course, he's not stepped out until now, but we see supporters of Eknath Shinde have gathered on the streets, waving the Dhanush Ban, waving the flag. And we also heard how Naresh Maske, the MP from Shiv Sena, is confident about the fact that it will be their leader who would be CM. Celebrations, fireworks have already started outside the residence of Eknath Shinde. Like you rightly mentioned, we'd expect him to speak only unanimously when the other alliance partners step out. But Anand, of course,
this to Delhi, no grab for or firecracker ban in Mumbai and Thane. So these firecrackers will go. Yeah, we stay with these visuals. Yesha, is Eknath Shinde expected here anytime?
So yes, Eknath Shinde is still inside, but we'd expect him to come out only post 12, because what we were told was Eknath Shinde would step out of his residence post noon. He'd go collect his certificate and then possibly head towards Mumbai. Of course, like you mentioned, Delhi has a cracker ban, but Mumbai and
Thane, no cracker ban. No cracker ban. Celebrations in the NDA camp begin. 201. The firecrackers go up even as NDA crosses the 200 mark. 201, 115 for the BJP. So it's pulled more than its weight here in terms of strike rate and conversions. Out of 152 seats, 115 Zaka. It's phenomenal what the BJP has pulled.
It's close to 80%. And I just want to show this one seat. It's called Sayan Koliwada, right in the heart of Mumbai. A BJP candidate by name Captain R. Tamil Selvan has won from Sayan Koliwada. For the Shiv Sena, which started its politics against South Indians, against Tamils and lungi-wearing people. I mean, can you imagine in that same city where Uddhav Thackeray resides, a Tamil candidate from Sayan Koliwada under the BJP symbol has won that seat. I just want to run through some of the other prominent Mumbai seats. Of course, in Worli, Aditya Thackeray is still continuing to lead. There is an independent candidate, Ali Rahim Sheikh, who's leading in Malabar Hill. In Kolaba, of course, Rahul Narvekar is leading. In Mumbai Devi is still reporting that Amin Patel is leading Shaina NC. We'll see how the numbers eventually stack up. In Baikola, Yamini Jadhav is leading. I just mentioned, in Vadala, Kalidas Kolmbakar is leading. In Dharavi, interestingly, Dr. Jyoti Gaikwad of the Congress is leading. In the all-important seat of Mahim, it is Mahesh Sawant of the SSUBT who's currently leading. Let's go further up. In Kalina, again, SSUBT is leading. Ashish Shelad leading in Bandra West. In Bandra East, Zishan Siddiqui is trailing. It is Varun Sardesai of the Sena UBT who's leading. In Vile Parle, the BJP candidate there is leading. The Shinde Sena candidate in Chandivli is leading. The Shinde Sena candidate also in Ghatkopar West, Ram Kadam of the BJP is leading. In Kurla, Mangesh Kudlikar of the Shinde Sena is leading. So clearly, if you were to just take a look at Mumbai alone, and I'm just going to quickly run through the 50-odd seats of Mumbai Thane, NDA at 32, India at 21, The BJP out of that 54 is at 20. Out of 32, BJP is at 20, Shinde Sena at 11.
It's a phenomenal reversal compared to June, 4th of June and the Lok Sabha, how Mumbai had voted at that time compared to now. Like quickly going across to Avantika at the live result hub, 203 is the overall lead for the NDA, 117 to the BJP. No one had predicted this. Phenomenal growth. And also, Jharkhand is changing a bit, 31. So the NDA gets into the 30s. INDIA slips down from 52 to 48. Yes.
No, you're right, absolutely. You know, Anand, you were saying that Maha Vikas Aghadi would be saying, ye, kya hua? And I bet Mahayuti would be saying, yahan ke hum Sikandar. What a phenomenal comeback. I mean, 203. Just look at the numbers there. A landslide win. And Devendra Fadnavis, who you spoke to, also has spearheaded a very impressive campaign. And RSS going all out there for the BJP. A great win for Mahayuti. But you're right, Jharkhand, you know, is changing 48-31. Brijesh ji is also still here. He's closely monitoring those numbers. Brijesh जी अभी भी ना मतलब एक कंसोलिडेट नहीं हुआ है जैसे महायुति को हम देख रहे हैं ना 203 बट व्हाई डू यू थिंक ये नंबर्स अभी चेंज हो रहे हैं
बट आप ये देखिए जो सिमिलर लाइंस पर हैं अगर आप लास्ट टाइम के देखें तो लास्ट टाइम 30 सीटें जेएमएम ने जीती थी इस बार देखिए 29 पे वो लीड कर रही है लास्ट टाइम बीजेपी ने 25 जीती थी आप कहेंगे कि 28 पे लीड कर रही है तो दरअसल उस समय जेवीएम जो थी बाबूलाल मरांडी की वो पार्टी मर्ज कर गई जिसकी 3 सीटें थी तो 25 + 3 28 आप देखें तो पैटर्न ऑलमोस्ट सेम है कांग्रेस जरूर लास्ट टाइम जो 16 सीटें जीती थी अभी 13 पर लीड कर रही है तो मुझे लगता है कि कमोबेश रुझान उसी तरीके के हैं जिस तरीके से पिछले बार की विक्ट्री रही थी 2019 में मुझे लगता है कि वेट करना चाहिए वेट फॉर सम टाइम बिकॉज एट द मोस्ट ऑफ द प्लेसेस ओनली 3 to 5 rounds have been completed so we should wait for another 90 minutes to get a very clear picture but obviously as far as the leads are concerned India Alliance is in a leading position in Jharkhand just like the last time.
So Anand, Brijesh ji is not calling Jharkhand just as yet. He's saying to wait for 90 minutes.
Because the average of about 14-15 rounds, so till we get to about 9-10 rounds, it will be difficult. He's saying 3 to 5 rounds of counting only in Jharkhand. Jharkhand started about 25 minutes later than Maharashtra did. Maharashtra also, we've just crossed about into the 9th or 10th round of counting. Leads will settle. We'll keep an eye on what happens in Mumbai Devi, where Shina NC told us that she's confident she's taking that constituency. We'll wait and watch. Again, NDA in Jharkhand, it is again oscillating 30-49. So this will keep oscillating for a bit. Shinde Sena supporters are celebrating the win already. Will Eknath Shinde speak? Will Devendra Fadnavis speak? We'll wait and watch if Ajit Dada Pawar speaks. But the BJP inching towards 120. This is runaway. Look at where the INDIA is. Who is the worse off? 21 out of 102 seats, Rahul Shivshankar for the Congress party. 28 for the Shiv Sena UBT, 19 for NCP SP. This is a rout, and this means they are all finished.
My dear friend, 80